how do you distinguish between the sacred and the coarse self? So sometimes they're indistinguishable because when we're resting in the sacred, it can happen that we lose our sense of self momentarily because we're resting in that sacred presence. And so we temporarily can merge with that sense of sacredness. But the sacredness is basically much larger than ourselves. So the way for me that it manifests is I may be working with a part, and then either this part will express that it longs for a sacredness, or this part is, I feel like this part is something larger than I can handle, or that I need some extra help in tending to it. And so that's when I'll ask for, I'll bring in a sacred presence, and in whatever way that makes sense to me. So sometimes it appears as a divine light. Sometimes it appears as an internal feeling of warmth. And so whatever way that makes sense to you is how you should invite the sacred in at this point. It's really important that it resonates with you and doesn't conform to some preconceived image of what the sacred is, but that it actually fits you. And so I'll invite that sacred in to help hold me in this space, because that sacredness is capable of holding everything. And it's hard to talk about this because it's something, there's an irreducible experiential dynamic to experiencing the spiritual expansiveness. And so experiencing that is an important aspect of understanding it, really.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is for me, the distinction I draw is those moments where I'm feeling not only connected to, for me, the sacred is a moment where I'm feeling not only connected to my truest sense of self, but where I'm feeling connected to others, right? To other people in the community in that space. And for me, this has happened in its most powerful moments. It's honestly happened when in moments where I've been preaching in my previous church, and Black church. And we have it was very deeply embedded in a call and response tradition. Seth was a member of this church, and I know he knew when it was happening because we were all wrapped up in it, right? It wasn't, we were all wrapped up in this kind of sacred experience. And it was felt between me and them and them and me. And it wasn't always me preaching. There was time I'm thinking, Seth, right now, when on All Saints Day, we replayed when the saints go marching in to begin worship. And literally, so most of the church in Compton was predominantly people from the South, which is a lot of Black people that are here or older. We, rather than starting worship, we sang that song for probably 15 minutes because everybody was just there. I mean, we were all feeling, we just kept going, and it was beautiful. And that for me is what I'm talking about when we talk about the sacred. Like, it's those moments of expansive interconnectedness that not only do I feel my sense of self, but I feel like I could go deep into the idiom of others, right? Like, it wasn't just me, it was also my ability to really see and be with others. And it's powerful. I mean, even thinking about it now, it makes me want to cry or gives me goosebumps. It's a combination of both, because those moments for me have transformed my understanding of ministry and understanding of interconnectedness. So Tuck, thank you for asking that question. And thank you for giving me the chance to reflect on that memory. Cause those were you know, I had being a pastor at a church, church, it's like perfect fit, and I miss it in many ways.